Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming and welcome to a brand new installment of Future Langrisser series. That's right, this is Future Langrisser April 2023 edition. Yes, I thought I had to wait a bit longer, but no, that doesn't seem to be the case because I got I got the most of the information that I need for this installment. So thanks to I'm going to be crediting everyone within the Discord community for making this episode possible. So, anyways, in April 2023 edition, there are two new characters coming to the China version of Langrisser, and I'll tell you who they are, and then let's get right into it. All right, new heroes. We got Nerv and Tatalia. I don't know how you pronounce those names because nowadays some of those new names are a bit weird to pronounce. Anyways, Nerv, I believe, it's really hard to pronounce this. It's just kind of strange. So, anyways, she's gonna be part of the Princess Alliance, Meteor Strike, and Yoless Legends, and she is gonna be I believe, the first unit to be a aquatic and being a magical unit. So yeah, as you can see here, she could be an interesting addition if you think about pulling her. And also, she's in one of my dominating factions, which is Princess Alliance. Which honestly, I could pull for her, but for now, we just had to wait because these guys do not come until like certain month. We're basically behind the global version, just to let you know. And also for Tatalia, she's gonna be Dark Reincarnation, Meteor Strike, and Mythical Realm. And commonly, these two are actually on the same faction, which is Meteor Strike, which is I believe this is the rise of the Meteor Strike teams, huh? But anyways, I would digress. Anyways, she is specialized with guard ignoring assassin. So you might know most of the units that does guard ignore, right? She's the other option. I'm not saying that she's niche, but she is actually a okay addition in case if you're not able to pick a certain unit. She's gonna be there to fill in the gaps if you're not able to use her, especially in the Aurora Kingdom battles where you need to do some battles to get Covenants materials and also the EXP. So like if you manage to get to use up one of those like guard ignore assassins, she could be another option for you if you need another one of those guard ignore. She's gonna be an excellent pick for it. And speaking of excellent picks, I think she could go pretty well in the Apex, but in some situations. Anyways, this is just a speculation. Not everything I said is probably gonna work. Just an FYI. All right, let's move on to the next part, which is the casting pattern skills that has been announced for CN coming soon. Anyways, there are four characters like usual. This batch around is pretty interesting. So first up, we got Aka. I believe this unit was released like long time ago. I don't remember which year it was, but anyways, she's getting a casting pattern skill. If you manage to fully cast her. So, anyways, her casting pattern skill increases her attack and int plus 5%. Like, just keep in mind, Aka is both physical and magical, depending on which class route you gave her. So if you give her a mage route, that's magic. But if you gave her cavalry, that's attack. So that's why she's getting both of these on her casting pattern skill. When the wolf soul dies, Aka gain plus 10% damage dealt for one turn. So yeah, this one basically furthers her abilities when it comes to sacrificing the wolf soul. Pretty straightforward. It's actually pretty decent casting pattern skill. So I mean, it could be it is somewhat interesting, but not exactly the best ones. But anyways, it really depends on how you play the game, you know. All right, next up we got Alpha. Alpha's casting pattern skill increases her attack and defense plus 5%, and she is immune to passive blocks. And also MF's blast damage plus 10%. So as you can see here, she is pretty much robust when it comes to casting pattern skill. So first off, she does not have passive block she does not have the passive block like a effect. So basically, if you try to passive block Alpha, that's not gonna work when she's fully casted. And also her Alchemist Blast or Amethyst Blast, I mean, it will have extra damage when it comes to AOE. So yeah, as you can see here, she is pretty dangerous if you're not careful of her passive block immunity. Because if you're not careful, you might end up like losing a game. But that's just like for PvP, like if, at least in AI Arena. But I don't know if they're gonna bring her back to Apex, but I think it's possible because with the passive block immunity, it's actually gonna get her back at some point. All right, next up we got Serena. Is an SR tank, I believe. Anyways, her casting pattern skill increases her HP and defense plus 5%. If Wheeler is present, she'll get one extra counterattack range. So kind of like Christian, for example, or Hilda, anyone that can do like a distant counter. So yeah, if as long as Serena and Wheeler are together, Serena will be able to counterattack range when he's there. So yeah, no matter where Wheeler is, as long as he is on the field, Serena will get one extra counterattack range, which is pretty awesome because Serena has been an underdog when it comes to tank options for new players. Well, actually, for advanced players, if you still have Serena as your primary tank, this could be excellent for you. And last but not least, we got Tsubame. Her casting pattern skill increases her attack and skill by 5%. After using a skill that does damage while having a stealth effect, she will have a 3-turn cooldown reduction after use. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. So as long as Tsubame is in the stealth effect or stealth status, she will have her cooldown reduced by 3 turns after using a skill. So yeah, straightforward, pretty strong, not gonna lie, because you're able to get your skills immediately after your next turn. In some skills, of course. I'm not sure how long the 3C cooldown is, but if it is 3 turns, then that's gonna be dangerous. But any skills that involves like 3 or less turns, you can use them right away on the next turn, which is pretty insane. All right, next up we got the exclusive equipments, the new ones. We got one for Girl in the Shell and one for Lostom. And again, they're both headwears, just like what we're discussing on the previous installment of Future Langrisser, March edition, where both of them were headwears, and now we're getting headwears again for those characters. I guess nowadays we're getting those exclusive in headwears only now, which is kind of odd to me. Anyways, let's continue discussing what they are. So, anyways, Girl in the Shell's headwear increases. At the end of the action, if no damage dealt this round, gain enhanced learning, which increases the int by 5%. When using skills, troop range +1. So yeah, I not sure about if this is actually helpful because the only thing that gets the extra range is your soldiers, and not Girl in the Shell herself. But either way, as long as you have something like a Scepter of Affinity, you should be all right. I, if in my opinion, if I think about this gear, I would say this is a bit of a niche choice here because it does not increase your hero range, but rather your soldier's range. So if that's the case, then this is probably a, a, a very easy skip, just to let you know. Okay, next up we got Lostom. This is something that could probably make up for the niche new exclusive equipment. So, anyways, Lostom's exclusive is headwear. Like I said before, when the passive effect of Raffle Gladiator is triggered, the plus 10% crit rate for 1 turn. If you are in a desert terrain, you can also trigger the passive effect of the Raffle Gladiator. So yeah, as you can see here, I believe makes him really powerful when it comes to crit rates. But anyways, Lostom, if you use him a lot nowadays, he is still good out there. So keep using him in your own heart desires. All right. Before we go, let me go and tell you some additional info. Again, I'm gonna say something about the banner related things that I've discovered in this major update patch, which will be coming in CN soon. So yeah, Leo Beck has reappeared on a radar banner with Autocrato the Fourth. But however, keep in mind that this update does not have Theon anywhere. Just to let you know. And then we also got the new Destiny banner. I think this is new, or I don't know, could be existing. So, anyways, Toa, Ashimar, and Illustro Destiny banner is within the cycle. And then also some classic banners like Bozo, Liana, and Luna, as well as Werner, Betty, and Helena. So if you're looking forward to these units still, this is a good opportunity for you to get those units. And that's it for me. I hope this video is short and sweet and take up less of your time. So see you all next time.